Welcome to Bibi Knows Best. And before I say anything, I want to say thank you. Thank you for being so kind and for these wonderful comments that you're putting out there and for subscribing. Send it to your friends, share it. So thank you. I'm super thankful for that. And today I want to talk to you about my night routines. You remember I told you about my morning routines. It's a much longer routine. So today is not going to be so long. It's going to be only the kind of things that I believe is so important to do to have a beautiful night's sleep. And also because the next morning your mindset is going to be in the right place to start your day beautifully. For many years, I thought the sleep it was overrated. I was not a good sleeper. I don't like the bed. I don't like to sleep. But because it's true that it's so healthy and it's good, I changed my behavior. And in the last, let's say 5 to 6 years, I improved so much that, and I'm still working on it. And in order to do that, I really create a routine that works really beautifully for me. And that's why I wanted to share it, because if you are an entrepreneur, if you have loading of information through the day, you definitely need to kind of wind in and wind down in the night and really have the possibility to don't have crazy night sleeps, waking up all the time and be anxious, and the next morning just get up grumpy and not in a good mood. So if you really want to avoid that, it's good to just have a night routine, and the night routine help us. So cheers for that. One of my things in the night routine is a beautiful tea. I'm going to tell you everything that I do, but I want to start by the tea. And cheers for you, because I think I have a formula that I loved, and it's actually a mix. And it is two kind of things that I like to drink in the night before I sleep. One is golden milk, that is just a powder that it has coriander or turmeric, depending what it is, and a little bit of spices, and it's really great at night. And I like to do it with almond milk or with any kind of milk that you like, but it's beautifully. And the other one is called moon milk, and it's great. And I don't know, for some reason, just I learned about the moon milk, and it's great. The formula that I use is a mix of different teas, and I mix it with steamed milk, and it's so good, and it helps you to have a beautiful night's sleep. So this is really one side of my routines in the night, and it's to drink this, and you really have an amazing sleep. Let me show you what I put in this, and maybe, you could find it too. This is roses, and it's roses of Bulgaria, and it's great, and it gives a beautiful flavor, and I mix it with two other kinds of flowers and that are amazing. One is butterfly pea flowers, and the other one is lavender. This mix, it's amazing, and it really helps you to sleep so much better, and it just tastes yummy. And if you have a little bit of honey, you're gonna be the whole night sleeping good. So yes, this is one of the things that is in my routine. It's just before to go to sleep, I just have a quiet moment in the couch with hubby, and we do have together this amazing tea, and it always works. And with milk, it's actually very nice, and it's just like, it's a comfort feeling, and it's just wonderful. So this is one thing that is in my routine, okay? Another thing that is in my routine is like 2-3 times a week is a bath. So after that tea, sometimes before going to bed, is a bath with Epsom salt. Only 3 times a week, because it's not so good to do it all the time. But it's just that days that I really need to go to bed. I need this energy. I just got inside of a bath, and I just put different oils, but of course the salt is really good. If you have sea salt, also works. and it's amazing. But before I do that, before I go into the bath, normally I dance for 30 minutes and I sweat a lot, and it's wonderful because then I just release all that energy from the day. And this is the days that it has been a little bit more stressful. This is one part of the routine. So it's not every day, maybe 3 times a week that I do that. Some nights are a little bit more quiet, and with the tea we'll do. But other nights I really need that bath and that dance. So that depends. Another thing that I always try to do, and I mean, in the morning, I never miss it, but in the night, it's not so easy to just do it. But I think it's good. And as I love Marco Aurelius, his meditations, and I love the Stoicism, I do believe that it's good to ask yourself the right questions. So if I don't do it in writing, unless just before going to bed, that moment that I lay down, I like to ask myself what I have been doing well, what I have been doing so well, like what can I improve? So to ask yourself these questions is really like to have a little bit of an evaluation of your day, and it helps also if you do it in writing. I love to do it in my journal, in my book, and I always ask, and I also sometimes in the morning, of course, I have my routine for gratitude, but sometimes in the night I go back and I really say thank you for the amazing things that happened to me today. So if you have the time, it's good. If not, you also could do it just before going to sleep. And it's always amazing to just do that. So I mean, I think it always adds value. Also because you go to bed in a positive note, because you realize that you always could do things better and that always something good has happened through the day, and it's up to you to really consider that things and connect just with the good energy. Why I say that? Because when you do that just right before going to sleep, the next day you're gonna become energized, and it's gonna be the best day that you could have. So this is the things that I really like to do. And of course, a little bit of time of fun is good. I don't do this every night, but several nights, of course, is a Netflix night, and I love to watch something with my husband or with my kids, with my family all together in the weekends. But of course, it's something that I've been doing for the last year, because before I was thinking, no TV, and what I don't really do is the news. If you want to watch the news, that's fine, but I don't like particularly to watch the news in the night, particularly because I don't want to go to bed just with that news that they're not so positive. So normally, I watch something that I really like, and I like to go with the best images. And if a show, for example, is too aggressive, because you know that now all of these shows sometimes have the images that on the head or something like that, something violent, that's all right. But I actually like to just go with a positive note. So there is 2 ways to do that. One way is that I just run my own movie in my head about things that I would love that happen to me, where I would like to travel, what is the new things that I would like to achieve, and I just like to go with a good memory, something that makes me feel amazing, and I just remember a great moment with my friends or with the family. But another thing that always works, and particularly I love to do when I travel on the nights that I alone, normally I don't like so much to watch TV by myself. It's not something that I do, it's something that I like to share with my family. But what I love to do is to read. Right now I'm reading, of course, this book that my daughter gave me for Christmas, and these days is what I'm reading. And it's good to just go to bed just with some kind of inspiration. So I try to read a biography, somebody who might inspire me. And even if you not agree with it, they achieve something, right? And it doesn't matter what it is, but I think that every person who achieves something has a mindset. And that's what we need, is to have that mindset that everything is possible. Yes, we can. So that's all for today. That's my night routine. And I hope that you also share with me, what do you know about your routine? Just tell me, what do you do? Share with me. And maybe I end up integrating one of these in my life. So just share, okay? Ciao, ciao.